Welcome teachers, and in particular students, to this video on how to sign up to Notesmaster and how to access the Ministry of Education, Trinidad and Tobago classes. These classes contain content from the program, so it should be easy for you to find relevant notes from forms 1 to 3, and obviously for parents or primary school teachers, form standards and infants. So I know we're probably well bombarded with e-learning and F-learning and H-learning, all these kind of different tech tools and platforms. So I'm going to keep this video a little bit simple and just show you the steps of signing up and the steps of accessing the classes. It should be a short video and hopefully one that lets you know how to do everything. So we start with Google, google.com, .co.uk, .ja, .wherever. Start with Google. Bing is fine, Yahoo is fine, search engines. Type in Notesmaster and go. Or you could, in your web address, just type in Notesmaster up here if you wanted as well. Click on the first one up top, and that should take you through to the Notesmaster page where you see this lady sitting on her skateboard doing some work. So this is a new platform. It is as much for students as it is for teachers. More features will be added over November, December and January. Live video features, more interactive activities and lessons and so forth. And right about now, I'm going to show you how to get started. If you have already registered or signed up, you can log in up here. If you haven't, you can scroll down. The page will change over the next few weeks and months to reflect the new features. And when you scroll down, you can click Get Started as a Student. So, student video, students, get started. We now need to enter our name. So enter your first name. So my name is Barry for this video, and White is my surname. Barry White. So my first name with a tick, it shows it's fine, and my surname with a tick shows it's fine. Do not worry about class codes at this time, or worry about browse. Just your name, your surname, and next. If you have an email address, enter your email address. If it's your parents, enter your email address, or if you're signing up somewhere, enter your email address. I'm doing B White. Okay. And then you have your passcode. Now, the passcode, but generally called password, your password is a name or word of 6 or more characters, a capital, a special character, and numbers. Okay, so it's written for you here. So a name or word of 6 or more letters with a capital, a special character, and numbers. So I'm going to put mine as capital B for Barry. And I can turn on this I so I can see what I'm typing. It's orange at the moment, shows me I haven't quite met the threshold and the right format for my password. When I have put in the right format, it'll turn to a green tick. So Barry, B-A-R-R-Y. So those are my letters. So 6 or more letters with a capital. I've got a B in, and a special character. A special character is an exclamation mark or an at, a dollar, a percentage, an and, a star. They're all what's known as special characters. So I'm going to go with Barry, exclamation mark, and the last thing I need, numbers. So I'm going to put a 1, and it goes green. Means everything is fine. If I remove that 1 and did a P, it'll still be orange. So you know you've done it right when it goes green. Okay, and the prompt is here. So 6 or more letters with a capital and a special character and a number. Write it down, make sure you remember it. If you don't have an email address, then you can select I don't have an email address, and the system will generate for you a username, and you will still then need to put in a password. Okay, so you would then remember your username and your password. Okay, so I have my email and my password. I click next. It just pops up if it wants me to remember that. You can say never if you're on a public computer. And then it asks for my school. You can type in your school name, start typing in the first 3 letters, spaces, and it should generate a list of schools from the platform. If your school is not there, don't worry, or if the name has changed, just put in other and we'll update the system. San Fernando Central Secondary is what I'll select. Click there and next. When I'm happy, I click next and I arrive here. So I'm in the classes area, and the important thing to note is that in being in the classes area, I have the option to join a class, and we are going to join classes using class codes. So your teacher may have given you the class code. They are always capital letters, a mixture of capital letters and numbers. I click on join class, so I'm going to join the Ministry of Education Physical Education class. I click join class. I get this pop-up which asks me if you've received a class code from the class organizer, enter it here. So in this case, if your teacher or principal or parent or someone has given you the class code, just type it in or paste it in. Again, our little green tick shows me it's okay, and I click add. So I am now in the Ministry of Education, Trinidad and Tobago, OER, that's Open Education Resource, basically free notes, Physical Education and Sport class. Okay, I start in the posts area and I can click on notes. So very simple. If I want some class notes, I click on notes. Every class has the syllabus. Okay, so your material, your notes is organized according to Form 1, Form 2, Form 3. And this is the same syllabus or subject guide as your teacher would use. Okay, so you click through the form and then you have the topics and then you have the learning objectives here. And under the objectives you have the notes. So if I see this note and I like it, and I need it, I click on it. The human body systems. So I click on this note here. Okay, I can see it as an image, it has a video. So if you see a video like this, you can click play on the video. And you can scroll further down, some nice animations. Make sure you read everything. And there's a little activity here. So the activity is usually based on all the stuff above. So it's a good idea to read first and then try. Which system is responsible for disposing of the body's waste? Digestive, circulatory, excretory, endocrine. Well, let's try excretory. I check the box and then I go check. Well, hey, I got that right. And I can press the arrow to go on to the next one. Okay, so you can scroll up and down within these to show you how many they are. Some subjects have activities, not all do. Some have links to quizzes on other websites. Okay, so this is an example of physical education. So again, if I want to close the note, I click the X up here. It shows me the author and when it was created. So I can think this is a modern note, last year by Mr. Strachan. Close, and I can go through, if I want, to another form, Form 2, maybe body systems. Click here, and I can see the author is here on the right-hand side, Miss Joachim, and I can click here, the note will open. Some notes may take a little bit longer to open than others, depending on how big they are, how much content they have, and how many images or animations that they have. Some notes are more graphical, have more pictures than others, and some notes have images and animations, whereas others maybe just have a main focus on videos. And this is a little game. Let's see how fast we can complete this memory game. I click on this one. So I need to find cards that match. Body, am I right? Am I wrong? And of course, in all games, I'm timed. So I need to get through as many of these. It keeps track. So little things to make learning a little bit fun. And then there's presentations that you can do, accept the cookies, and then you can dive into these animations and click present and navigate through using the arrows to move across here. Okay, and you can go back as well. So this is a format, and then these are the references, etc., which show you where the note was compiled from. So this is an example of a note. I'll join another class to show you an example of a different kind of note. Okay. So to leave the note, we click X, we come out, and if I want to join another class, and let's say I would like to join Maths Forms 1 to 3, I click Classes here in my left-hand navigation, join class, put in the class code, paste it in if I have it, copied from somewhere, green tick, add. Once you have joined a class, you do not need to put in the class code again. You've joined it, you're always in that class, okay? Post area, if you want to have a question, just type a question here. I have a question, and just click enter, and you've posted a question in the class. It carries your name, so always be polite. And then if I click on notes, then I come in here, forms 1, 2, 3. Let's say I can click through form 2, and you can see. Now, some of the notes are still being authored. So I wanted to show you this because if you see a 0, don't worry, the notes are being added. If you see a number under a note, here we have 2 for form 1, addition of numbers, then you can see here where there are notes going through and the author's name, Mr. Rodriguez, Mr. Rita, and Ms. Balkisoon. Click on the note and it'll open up here. So a slightly different format to the one that we saw before. Okay, with a video and a little bit of a link to a quiz to test your knowledge on ancient numbers. Click on the link and it opens another tab to a quiz here. Okay, so there's lots to explore, and remember these are created by teachers, okay? So they can be modified by your form teacher or other form teachers who can add or make changes as they go along. So if you have any questions, you're welcome to post a comment or ask the teacher. Okay, so that is an example of classes for students. So you have as many classes, you can join as many classes as you wish. If your teacher has created a class, he or she can give you the class code and you can join the class. Okay, so the program also has primary classes. So in this case, I can join, if I'm a student, a form 1 to 3 class, or I can join a primary class if I have the class code. So you're not limited to just joining your own class for your own form. You can join any class where you have a class code provided to you. Okay, and again in the notes, come in the notes area. In this case, click on standard 3. This is primary English language arts writing. Click on grammar, use of nouns, and I can see who the author is, when it was published. I can click open the note and I get an idea. Here we are of a note, pronouns, types of nouns with images and so on, and a nice interactive element here that I can engage with. Oh, I need to type something in. My parents went to buy provisions and meat for our lunch. Let's say shop. If I get it right, do I? Hey, I got it right. And it can show solutions. Ooh, I need to fill in all the blanks first. So you have little prompts to help you all the way through. Okay, so thank you for watching. This is a little introduction to students. When you're finished, be sure to log out. Put your mouse over the name, click log out, and you've logged out of the platform. When you come back, you don't need to get started and sign up again. You just click log in, put in your email address and your password. Remember to just tick your eye so you can see what your password is, and then click login. Okay. Thank you very much.